Patrick Chinamasa, and he issued it through unorthodox ways of issuing a statement on his X account. At one point, it was issued and then deleted, and then later on issued early in the following hours of the next day. And guess what? Today, the ZANU PF Mnangagwa faction, to be precisely, is running a story on state media that Gudawashe Tagwirei has been co-opted alongside with other members of ZANU PF. What are the implications of this? For these and more, greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. So it appears the Mnangagwa faction has not backed down when it comes to Gudawashe Tagwirei. At one point, we were told by Chris Mutswangwa that the co-option of Gudawashe Tagwirei failed. We saw a lot of Mnangagwa supporters and from within ZANU PF and those outside ZANU PF, your Timba Mliswas, writing long essays justifying why Gudawashe Tagwirei should be co-opted, and Patrick Chinamasa saying, according to the tradition of ZANU PF, Gudawashe Tagwirei is as good as co-opted. So now they ran a story today about 2 hours ago on ZANU PF propaganda machinery, as I have said. That is the Herald. Maybe let me read. The story says the heading is ZANU PF strengthens Central Committee with key co-options from Mashonaland West, Matebeleland North, and Harare. So this is the story that is ran through the state media. And let me read part of it to understand where I'm getting this from. It says ZANU PF has co-opted Deputy Minister of Mines and Mining Development, Comrade Polite Kambamura, Christine Kwati, Joseph Serima, Colin Ndebele, and Gudawashe Tagwirei into the Central Committee. Comrade Kambamura was recommended for co-option by Mashonaland West Province, while Comrade Christine Kwati, Joseph Serima, Colin Ndebele were recommended by Matebeleland North Province, with Comrade Tagwirei being recommended by Harare Province. Listen to this. ZANU PF Secretary for Legal Affairs, Comrade Patrick Chinamasa, confirmed development in an interview yesterday, meaning yesterday. So the Politburo has endorsed co-options from Mashonaland West, Matebeleland North, and Harare, with all expected to be formally adopted by the Central Committee at the next meeting, said Chinamasa. He added that the decision was subsequently confirmed at the 385th ordinary session of the Bureau on 30 July 2025. Comrade Gudawashe Tagwirei was co-opted by Harare Province and is now a Central Committee member. He said, Harare Provincial Coordinating Committee convened on Monday, March 31, 25, and voted to recommend the co-option of Comrade. So you can see they tried to bring his co-option as if it was done alongside numerous co-options that were done. You can talk of from Matebeleland North as well as Mashonaland East. And they are saying ZANU PF strengthens the Central Committee. So to the Mnangagwa faction, the inclusion of Gudawashe Tagwirei is perceived as strengthening the Central Committee of ZANU PF. So what does this simply mean? It simply means that the Mnangagwa faction has decided to actually elbow the retired General Juenga faction. This is pushing to the corner the faction of retired General Chwenga. And definitely, I must attest to you that Chwenga has shown displeasure numerous times, especially to Gudawashe Tagwirei, alongside other individuals referred to in Zimbabwe as Zwiganandas. He has shown displeasure. He has shown that he dislikes being associated with these individuals. If you look at even individuals like Chris Mutswango, they have even gone to get an that Chiwenga resent Gudawashe Tagwirei. Now, when he was acting while Mnangagwa was away, he instructed Chris Mutswangwa to convene a press briefing, because it is clear that the press briefing that was done by Chris Mutswangwa may not have been summoned by the Mnangagwa faction. It was influenced by the retired General Chwenga faction. He goes to a press briefing, he addressed Gudawashe Tagwirei, he says he was not co-opted into the Central Committee. The Central Committee would not allow to be bought by an individual, even giving a historical account of how individuals like him are still where they are within the Central Committee, because after numerous years they have been into ZANU PF, and as such they cannot allow money to be used to actually incorporate individuals within ZANU PF. Now, Patrick Chinamasa confirms to a state media, and the state media actually issues this statement and confirms it. Now, get this, caption this. The state media in Zimbabwe is controlled by the Mnangagwa faction. And this, for the state media to actually broadcast anything, the Minister of Broadcasting Services, that is Muswere, has to actually approve anything that is aired, is printed on state media. So this story that you are seeing, we are seeing, or that I have just read, which has been done 2 hours ago, it means it was rubber stamped by the Minister of Information and Broadcasting Services of Zimbabwe, and the minister getting instructions from where? Straight from the bedroom of Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa. So this shows that we have got a ZANU PF that now have got 2 leaders, 2 factions that do not interpret an incident that occurred within the meetings of ZANU PF in a similar fashion. The other faction is saying Gudawashe Tagwirei was not co-opted. Mnangagwa faction is saying he has been co-opted, and they appear to actually force this into the throat of the faction of retired General Chwenga. Now we've got a ZANU PF that is disagreeing for the very first time, that is actually speaking, opposing each other publicly, officials, not actually in terms of issuing official statements, not issuing a similar statement. I think covered this story extensively of Patrick Chinamasa, that Patrick Chinamasa is just being told what to do, and I must attest that he's doing some of the things through fear. Various attempts in his life have been done on him. So we are seeing a vulnerable, very old and tired man being pressured to be actually doing what he is doing, unfortunately angering the other faction. Will the other faction consider what I'm saying? I don't know. That remains to be seen. But this is an escalation. We are seeing a ZANU PF that is burning. We are seeing a ZANU PF that is in fire. We are seeing a ZANU PF that is crumbling. Mnangagwa is calling the shots. Equally so, retired General Chwenga is also calling the shots. Of course, they try to pretend that they are one, they are a unified force, but these things that I'm talking about keeps on exposing these individuals, that all they are trying to pretend to the members of the public, in fact, if there is anything, they are lying to themselves. These people have serious fundamental differences. Let's watch out this space. It's going to be a lot of drama, especially leading up to this weekend. We expect a lot of dramatic activities to take center stage. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okanqube Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live.